Welcome to the Business Finance Bulletin, episode 271. Welcome again to the latest Business Finance Bulletin. With me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance experts. In this bulletin, business confidence continues to slide. Are we in a recession? Why banks are keen on funding franchise purchases, and Hitachi Capital launches smart funding package. Well, here we are, edging ever closer to Brexit. Now, a key question in many business owners' minds when I speak to them is, are we in a recession? Well, I've been seeing a whole host of surveys coming out which really do indicate that business confidence is at an all-time low. We've had surveys coming from Lloyds Bank as part of their monthly business barometer series, the Federation of Small Businesses, their quarterly small business index, also the Chamber of Commerce. All of these surveys that have come out recently do indicate that business confidence is at rock bottom. But what are business owners saying? Well, I've been speaking to a number of our clients over the last couple of weeks, and there is this feeling of uncertainty and lack of confidence. I spoke to one business owner. He said it feels like we are in a recession. I spoke to another client who had just lost a very large contract from one of their customers. They hadn't lost the contract because the client had no funds or no budget put aside. They just lost it because the client said, I don't know where we are economically at the moment, I'm putting it on hold. I'm also seeing an increase in county court judgments being registered, CCJs. That's a sign that business owners are under pressure and have this inability to pay bills. Also spoke to an import-export company over the last week, and when talking about Brexit preparation, he said, what preparation? I don't know what I'm preparing for. So it really is tough out there. So what can you do? Well, until we get this certainty, the key thing is to manage cash flow. That is the thing that will keep you going. So first of all, make sure that you're being wise as how do you invest your cash. Don't go buying in unnecessary stock that you're kind of comfortable that you can shift quickly. If you're not comfortable that you can shift it quickly, postpone that purchase. Also, talk to your creditors if you are feeling a bit of a cash crunch. Communication really is key. Keep them up to date and acknowledge the fact that you're willing to pay. Perhaps put a payment plan in place. And also late payments. If you are owed money from your clients, really make sure that you pressurize them. That money's got to be in your bank account, not their bank account. It's all about having systems and processes in place when it comes to managing cash flow. So there we are. We are in tough times, but it's a case of keeping your head down, and hopefully in the very near future, certainty will return and we'll be back to normal. Earlier this week, I had the pleasure of attending the National Franchise Exhibition at the NEC in Birmingham. I was going along with a client who's looking to purchase a franchise. Now, one thing that really jumped out was the level of confidence in the room. It really is counter to the first segment that I mentioned, where business confidence is at an all-time low. Certainly amongst the business owners in the exhibition hall, their confidence levels are certainly very high. Why is that? Well, of course, a franchise is a business in a box. The risk has been taken away, and it's really down to you as an individual to make sure that you've got the qualities to make that a success. Whilst there, took the opportunity to speak to a number of the banks, including there were Barclays, Lloyds, HSBC, and Hitachi Capital Business Finance, all had stands there. Now, I was speaking to one manager, and he said he's been involved with one well-known franchise brand, and in the 9 years that he's been dealing with them, they've never had one single business failure. Really is music to the ears of a bank. In fact, their confidence levels are so high that when it comes to passing on funding, they don't even want a personal guarantee, which is unheard of when it comes to lending to limited companies. So if you are thinking of buying a franchise, a couple of things to bear in mind. Number one, your own bank may have a dedicated franchise unit, so seek them out. Also, the franchisor, the company that you're purchasing the franchise from, they typically have strong links with banks as well, and they may be able to introduce you to the right bank. Alternatively, feel free just to drop us an email, info@businessloanservices.co.uk, and we'll happily have a chat. So great to see that confidence levels are high amongst franchise owners. A second mention in this bulletin for Hitachi Capital Business Finance. They've just announced the launching of a new product called Smart Funding. The reason it's called Smart Funding is that quite uniquely, they are allowing you to be flexible when it comes to selecting your repayment program. Now, many business owners kind of find the biggest challenge with traditional loans is that there's the same amount being repaid every month, regardless of how your cash flow looks or seasonality within your business. Well, this facility through Hitachi Capital will allow you to select your repayments during your downtimes. So if you do have a seasonally low cash flow, then in that particular month you can select to have a low monthly repayment. Loans are available up to £500,000. The repayment terms 2 years up to 5 years. Interest rates on average typically an APR of 6.8%. So a really good flexible facility there. And if you want to know more about that, just go along to the Hitachi Capital website, which is hitachicapital.co.uk/business-finance/smart-funding. That's it for another bulletin. As ever, I hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. So that's it. In the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week, and I look forward to being with you next time.